Hi, everybody, and welcome to our very first episode of the Stocks and Masterclass. I'm so excited to have it published today. So, every Wednesday, we'll be having this particular episode of the Stocks and Masterclass. My name is Timothy Kerry. If you're interacting for the very first time, I'm a research and financial market analyst. So, in today's class, or in today's masterclass, we're going to be laying the foundation in terms of what the stock is or what is a stock. When you talk about a stock, right, what are we talking about? Okay, so and what I want maybe probably before even we start this particular episode, I know probably you've been asking yourself a lot of questions, right? Maybe probably what exactly is a stock, right? Maybe probably how can I buy a stock and make money, right? And what you need to understand is that millions of people participate in the stocks market, basically with the intention of making money or creating wealth, right? So, and today we are going to answer all these particular questions in a very simple and practical manner. So, by the end of this particular session, you will be able to understand what is a stock, right? You'll be able to understand why companies sell stock. You'll be able to understand how investors make money, and also how can you begin your investing journey with confidence, right? So let's get started. So what is a stock? And I will say in its very simplest form, right? A stock is basically a representation of ownership in a company. So when you buy a stock, right, you are buying a piece of that particular business. Think of it in this particular manner. Let's say maybe probably you and your friends have decided to form a chama, all right, and maybe probably invest in a business. Let's say maybe probably a restaurant, and each and every one of you has a stake of 20% in that particular business. So what happens if this particular business grows? What or if this particular business becomes successful, what really happens is that the value of your ownership as well increases. Remember, you began by 20%. So if this business grows, right, so your value of ownership increases way more above 20%. Okay, so stock market works exactly the same, right? And what you need to understand is that large companies, they usually divide ownership into millions or into billions of shareholder or of shares, all right? And they sell these shares now to the shareholders, or what we call the investors. So investors can now be able to buy those particular shares, right, and become partial owners. For example, if you buy shares of Apple, if you buy shares of Microsoft, if you buy shares of Safaricom, if you buy shares of Alphabet, you become a small owner of those particular businesses. Okay, so but let me tell you the truth, you'll not be invited on the board meetings for you to participate in those board meetings. No, what will happen, you will be able to participate in the company's success as a shareholder, so that if that particular company succeeds, therefore you are able to participate in that success journey as a shareholder. That's the power of owning stocks, right? That's the power of owning stocks. So why do companies sell stock? Because this is something that we need to understand even before we start buying shares. So you need to understand, or you need to understand that companies, they need to grow, right? And they will need capital probably to build new products. They will need capital maybe probably to expand, have branches countrywide, or maybe probably overseas. They will need capital to hire employees. They will need capital to invest in technology, etc., etc. And one of the ways to be able to raise this money is through loans, and the other way is basically by issuing or selling shares to investors, right? And this process of selling shares to investors, it's what we call going public, right? So when a company becomes publicly traded, investors can buy and sell shares through stock exchanges, right? So someone might ask, what is a stock exchange? Don't worry, we're gonna be tackling that maybe probably in the next episode. Okay, so the company gets to access capital, and investors get an opportunity, right, to participate in the future growth of that particular company. So it's a win-win situation, right? The company benefits because it gets capital. You as an investor, you benefit because you have invested. You are likely to get dividends if that particular company pays dividends, or your capital is likely to appreciate. So up that particular point, let's now jump to understand how do stock increase in value? Okay, so what you need to understand is that or what I want you to imagine is a company. Imagine this particular company that is growing rapidly, right? So its sales are increasing rapidly, its profits are rising, right? And more people want to buy that particular stock, or they want to own that particular stock. So as demand increases, the stock price often increases or rises. So let me give you a very simple example. If you invest in company XYZ, and you buy shares at $50 per share, right? Or you buy the stocks at $50 per share, and the price increases to $75 per share. So you make a profit of $25 per share. So that's actually 50% growth of your return on investment. Okay, so the stock market is driven by this powerful force, supply and demand. Okay, so when investors want to buy more than sell, the price tends to increase. When investors want to sell more than buy, the price decreases. So this is why the stocks market moves every day. Okay, so the other thing that you need to understand is, how do investors make money from stocks? So if you begin investing in stocks, how are you going to make money? And there are two primary ways that you can be able to make money in stocks, right? The first one is the capital gains. Capital gains is whereby once that you buy a stock, like the example I've given you above, once you buy a stock, maybe probably at $50 per share, the price increases to $75 per share. The 25 dollars is what we call capital gain. So you make that, the difference is what we call now the capital gain or the profit. So, and the reason why, as investors, we want to buy low and sell high, so that now we can have that capital gain. The second way that you can be able to make money in the stocks market is through dividends, right? And you realize that there are some companies that share part of their profits with their shareholders. So these payments is called dividends. For example, you own shares of a company that probably pays dividends every quarter. Simply, what it means by owning that particular stock is that you are going to receive cash payments. That is what you are calling dividend. Now, let me give you maybe probably a pro tip here. So you realize that many long-term investors, they build wealth by combining those two particular methods. That is stock price growth, what you are calling the capital gain, and also the dividend income, right? And this combination can be extremely powerful over time. So now, there are common myths that we have come across in the stock market, and I want us to demystify these myths, because if we are not going to demystify these particular myths, then it might affect us in our investment journey. The first myth is that investing is only for the rich people. That is not true, right? Many brokers right now allow investors to start investing with small amounts, whereby you are able to purchase a fraction of a share. Let's say if a share goes at a price of $400 per share, and you don't have the cash, the $400 to buy one share. So what you can do is maybe probably invest in a tenth of that particular share. That is, you need $40 and you get a tenth, a portion of that particular share. So there is no excuse. This is not for the rich, right? This is not for the rich. You don't need $1,000 for you to start investing. Okay, so begin with what you have. Myth number two, people have always said that investing is gambling. But let me tell you, investing without research is what is gambling. It's very risky because you don't know exactly what you are doing. But investing in quality businesses over long term, and doing a lot of research, or having done your own research, understanding what you are doing, that is very different from gambling. So myth number three is that people say you need to be a financial expert, right, to start investing. This is also false. Many successful investors simply focus on understanding businesses and staying patient, right? So it's all built on research. Everybody can be able to research, right? Even the investors, the successful investors, they research, they back their investing on research, okay? So myth number four is that stock prices always go up, right? Remember, prices can rise and also prices can fall, okay? And that's normal. So the key is focusing on long-term growth rather than short-term price fluctuations, right? So, should beginners own stock? Probably there is someone who is asking that particular question. And what I will tell you is this. For many people, stocks can be one of the most effective tools for building wealth, right? Why? Because it allows your money to work for you. Instead of relying on maybe probably earned income, right? You become a partial owner of successful businesses that generate profits and growth over time. So the earlier you start investing, the better, or the more time compounding has to work in your favor. So remember this: if you don't need to start big, right? You just need to start with what you have. And if you have not already started, then the best time to start is now, all right? So in a nutshell, as we do a recap of what we have basically talked about, we have said that a stock is a representation of ownership in a company. Also, we have said that companies sell stock as a way of being able to raise money for growth, right? Investors, they make money through capital gains and dividends. So you don't need to be rich or an expert for you to invest in the financial markets, okay? So even as we go deeper into this, maybe probably in the next episode, what you need to understand is that the stock market isn't a get rich overnight, right? This is not a get rich overnight. It's long term. It's about becoming an owner of businesses and allowing time to grow your wealth, right? So if you found this particular session insightful or helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this particular masterclass with someone who wants to start investing. Okay. So also, I would like you to tell me in the comment, before you watch this video today, what did you think a stock was? All right. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next masterclass. Happy investing.